Hey, what is going on guys? It's your boy with X9 here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make this cool simple effect on Photoshop. So I've been seeing a lot of pictures on Instagram having thousands of likes. I mean, they're pretty cool, don't get me wrong, but it's pretty easy to make, so any one of you guys can make this. This tutorial is more for beginners that have Photoshop in their computers and don't know what to do with it. So today I'm gonna show you how to get good use of it. So we're gonna delete what I did. Now we have our picture here. I have green leaves. The reason why I chose green leaves is because it's very beautiful when it comes to isolation. The colors are popping, which are the best kind of pictures to make the isolation, where it's better for the picture to have something that is really popping, so this way you can notice it when you look at it. Now we're gonna select this and this leaf. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the channels. We're gonna isolate the green channel, so this way it shows the things that are green more. You can see them more and they're more popping in the picture. So what we're going to do is we're gonna take this green channel, we're gonna drag it all the way to this icon, which gonna duplicate it. Now we're gonna press Ctrl L or Command L on Mac, which gonna show our level settings. We're gonna take this light slider, or more like the green slider, and we're gonna move it over here to make the greens popping more. And then we're gonna take the dark slider and we're gonna drag it a bit just to make these edges sharper. We're gonna press OK. Now we're going to take our quick selection tool. You can access, maybe you can find the magic wand tool instead, but what you can do is keep clicking and it will show you the quick selection tool where you can select it. Now we're gonna zoom in and we're gonna select this leaf, and it's gonna be pretty easy because the edges are sharp. Now you don't have to worry about any imperfect selection because we're gonna make it perfect. So you can add selection by clicking, you can decrease the selection by pressing Alt and clicking. So here I'm pressing Alt and clicking to delete this selection, which I don't want. The reason why this is being crazy is because I have auto enhance on, plus my computer is being stupid, because when you have auto enhance, basically it uses the computer's, it uses some kind of algorithm to like smooth your selection and make it more perfect. So at this part over here I'm gonna just do whatever, because as there is a shadow and it's black, it's it doesn't know where to go, as for it it's just one color and it's one object. So what we're going to do is we're gonna be okay with this selection and we're gonna make it more perfect after. So you just have to select your RGB layer again, and now go back to layers, select your layer. Now you click this adjustment layer icon, you select black and white, which will make our leaf black and white, which I don't want. Maybe you guys want that. At this point you're almost done, we just have to make this effect smoother on the leaf. So for me, I want the opposite. I want the rest black and the leaf green. So what I'm going to do is select the layer mask, which is this rectangle, black rectangle over here. We're gonna press Ctrl and E, Command E on Mac to invert the mask, which will make the effect goes on the around of the leaf. Now to make this smoother, if you zoom in, you can see there is some imperfections in here, which we can fix pretty easily. Now what we're going to do is we're gonna understand the logic of the layer mask. By the way, I'm going to be making another tutorial about the mask because it's a really powerful tool in Photoshop. So the mask's logic is white shows, black hides, and you can apply a mask on an effect, on an image, anything you want. So for this we have an effect, so when we want to hide the effect we have to paint with black. Where we want to show the effect we paint with white. So in here I want to show the effect, which is the black and white. So select the mask, take the white, take the brush and make it smaller, maybe take the hardness all the way down, so nothing, because when you make sharp painting, it will kind of ruins the effect. So yeah, so we fixed that part over there. We can see here we have other. So for the sake of this tutorial, I'm not gonna really bother making every selection perfect. What I'm going to do instead is try to make these more smoother, these splits between the effect and the black and white. So we're gonna take the layer mask again, we're gonna take the white color, we're gonna increase the size, something like this maybe. Yeah, something like this. I'm gonna take the opacity down to not make hard edges with my painting, and I'm gonna show, in fact hide the effect, just like that. And I'm gonna also show it to smooth, just to smooth the area. So I'm gonna have to show and hide with this low hardened brush, which we're gonna smooth my paint. So if I show you an example of what I did, so I'm gonna make a new layer here, and I'm gonna take a maybe a yellow, or that's not yellow, but whatever. So I'm gonna paint with orange, and I'm gonna paint with red, which gonna create this smooth color in the middle, which what I did here with the black and white. So I'm gonna delete this layer for now. So yeah, as you can see, but here I actually have showed the color on this leaf, which we can make perfect. I'm just making these adjustments so you guys can learn about this, and to have different ways of doing this. So my mistake I hided the effect there, so I'm supposed to show it. There we go. At this part too, there we go. And yeah, so that's it for this leaf. Maybe we can I don't feel like this is okay. There we go. Now it's more smooth. Okay, there we go. Now at this part we also need to do the same thing. We're gonna just do this, and as you can see, it changed it, because this shadow is a part of this leaf, so it's supposed to have color too. See, we're not gonna just make it black and white. So as you can see, when there is like black with some green, it makes kind of a bluish color, because yeah, that's how colors work. Now we go back to the channels. The green channel we have adjusted before to make the edges more sharp, and we're gonna work on this one. So take your quick selection tool as always, and just quickly select this, just like that, and it will easily and quickly select it for you. Now we go back to RGB, we go back to layers, we select our layer mask, and we go to edit, fill, and now we're gonna fill instead of painting on it, which you can do with a brush. I'm gonna make it easy, and I'm gonna just fill the selection that I made with the black to hide the effect on this leaf. And I'm gonna press OK, and there we go. It is hidden from this leaf. Now what you can do is, if you're looking for this kind of effect, which is like smoothed around, as you can see here, like it's being smoothed around the leaf, well, you can use that, which will make your selection more smooth. If you're not looking for like a very popping image, you're just looking for a smooth popping object in an image, which I'm satisfied with this result. You can zoom in if you're sharing this with a high resolution, because if you share it with high resolution and then someone actually zooms into it, he can see the imperfections, which we don't want. So yeah, this was for the first picture. This was easy. I hope this was simple. Now we're gonna go to the next one. We're gonna just do what we did here again without me explaining it, just so you guys know how this works with with any picture, really, with any color, any object in a picture. So we're gonna quickly go to this one. We're gonna zoom into it. We're gonna go to the channel. So here the color is kind of red. We're gonna put red, and as you can see, this was way easier than earlier. So we're gonna have the red channel, we're gonna have the selection tool, and we're gonna just select this flower, which just automatically selected for me. I'm gonna include this with it, just because I like roses, and there we go. So this is what we want, perfectly what we want. Now we go back to RGB, and as you can see, maybe we have some imperfections here that we're gonna delete later on with the brush, because we don't want to ruin our selection. Obviously, it's the most perfect selection. So we go to layers, unlock it, just if you want to do any adjustments or anything. Now we're gonna go to adjustment layer, we're gonna go to black and white, and as always we have our effect created. So we're gonna select our layer mask, Control I or Command I on Mac, and there we go. Now we just have to fix any imperfections that we have, which here we cannot really see because it's blurred, and yeah, as you can see, it's like already black and white since earlier. It doesn't really shows. Maybe here we have a little bit of it. We can take the brush, we can take the white color, because we want to show the effect and make it pretty small. And there we go. So here we have it. And if you want to do the opposite, Control I, and yeah. Also here I have my effect, my popped. It looks like these roses. I've got them from another pictures, and I just put them in because they're really popping a lot from the background. You can adjust your black and white from here to, like, like maybe make these roses more light. Or what you can also do is apply a hue saturation effect on this. We're gonna go to hue and saturation, and you can change the rose color to anything you want. So you can also do this with the leaf. So if we come here and we get this hue and saturation, and we start playing with the colors, as you can see, we can really change a lot in it. So yeah, there is a lot of things we can do in Photoshop that are pretty simple, easy, and quick. If you guys want to see more of these quick tips, I mean, this wasn't really quick, it's only because I wanted to explain everything, and I wanted to show you guys different ways to do this. So if you want more of these quick tips and quick effects, just comment below. If you have any specific effect you want to learn, just comment it below. Subscribe to see future videos, and leave a like if this helped you. Hope you guys enjoyed, and peace.